evening, everybody. Here's your forecast for May 11th, 2020. Weather ended up being a little bit better today than I was anticipating. We're going to talk about a little bit about why that ended up being the case. We definitely saw more sun. That was the biggest factor. We did see some rain this afternoon. We had a high temperature at my house. I got to 61 this morning. Again, that's kind of sun-induced, but it was definitely warmer. I was thinking we wouldn't get out of the 40s, maybe to 50. And the sun popped out a couple different times, and the temperature really spiked up, at least into the mid upper 50s really quickly. I got almost 2/10 of an inch of rain at my house. We will get another round of showers. We're going to show you that in a second today as well. There's a picture of some towering, sort of towering cumulus clouds, which are kind of building. They're not quite thunderstorm clouds, but shower clouds. As the front associated with our storm today is going to move through the cold front. So let's actually take a quick look at that. Let me get out of the way here. And we can see here's temperatures and the front. We have this low pressure system here kind of over New Hampshire, northern Vermont, and then a trailing front, like kind of Arctic boundary. You can see that the air behind it is cooler, not a lot cooler, but definitely we're in the low to mid 40s here. Whereas where the sun broke out, a couple places before on this side of the front, we're still in the low to mid 50s, like I said. And what's going to happen is this front's going to move through, and this will give us our last significant piece of cold air. Temperatures won't really be that much colder on the backside of it because we'll have a little more sun tomorrow, but it will keep us cool for Tuesday and Wednesday, especially before we really kind of start to warm up in earnest towards the end of the week. Let's take a quick look at local radar. You can see what's happening there. This is it's not a real big storm, but it's a real compact, pretty intense storm here. Give us some pretty good rain returns. And this front that's kind of swinging through also means business, although these storms are definitely going to fall apart. I don't think we're going to hear, it's possible we could hear a rumble of thunder in the next half hour or so, but that's probably unlikely. And this should all be swept through by about 8 o'clock tonight, and we should be done with precipitation maybe 8:30 tonight. Wanted to give you a quick look at what happened during the day that really caused the problem with the forecast from yesterday. So what happened is we ended up with more sun in the morning. This is a long radar loop, goes the whole day. You can see there's sun in the morning, just enough to really kind of warm us up. And then the clouds were broken in what was a really strong dry slot for this storm as it kind of started to wrap up. It doesn't have a lot of moisture associated with it, but it does have a lot of upper level energy associated with it. And you can kind of see that we didn't develop any real significant snow or I shouldn't say snow, sorry, precipitation on the backside. Kind of in this, if a storm with a lot of moisture would give you a lot of rain back in this area. That did not happen, but we do have some kind of pretty vigorous energy along a couple of fronts here. This is sort of a warm front that swung through, or an occluded front, and then here we have kind of this Arctic front, which you can kind of see from Canada, that's continuing to settle down, and that's pushing the storm out and that last line of showers towards us. If we take a quick look at the bigger picture of what's going on, you can see that after this storm, the flow was all kind of from the northeast, or from northwest to southeast, I should say. And we're going to get into this dry, relatively sunny pocket of air here for tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and most of Thursday, before on Friday, some of this energy out in the west finally starts to ride over what will by then be a ridge. You can see we're finally really pushing. You can kind of see here's the edge of your trough, and you can see it is starting to finally move. And instead of getting reinforced again, this storm is going to kind of push everything and kind of move some warmer air up in our direction for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and into next week. Actually, next week we could be into some really warm air. So let's look at that on the week ahead real quick as we want to wrap up here pretty soon today. Tuesday and Tuesday. That should say Tuesday and Wednesday, typing we're getting there on it. Anyway, tomorrow, clouds are going to give way to sun. We'll be near 50. It's going to be chilly tomorrow still. Maybe we might get to low to mid 50s potentially. We're going to be breezy. It's going to still feel kind of cold though with that breeze. There's a freeze likely in the morning. There's a freeze possible. That's going to be Wednesday morning, not the second Tuesday. Where we're mostly sunny after a few morning clouds. Highs in the mid 50s. By Thursday, we're mostly sunny. Some afternoon clouds as that next storm does start to head our way on Thursday afternoon. Mid 60s. Shouldn't need a jacket, finally, on Thursday. Friday, we're going to be cloudy with showers or thunderstorms, highs in the mid 50s, 60s. I don't think that's going to be a complete washout. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We'll have to keep an eye too on how warm we get for whether those thunderstorms are anything we need to pay attention to. Saturday is absolutely beautiful. Sunny, highs around 70. Sunday, pretty close to that as well. There's a chance of some later day clouds, and our next storm will be approaching us by Sunday afternoon and evening. It's not a real strong, but another kind of front basically moving through. So Monday looks to have quite a bit of clouds and showers, maybe giving way to some sun later in the day. Upper 60s Sunday, mid 60s on Monday, and beyond that, we're looking probably for even warmer temperatures. So hopefully that's some good news for you as we head out. I want to just remind you, we're doing this each night during May to raise money for the Neighbors Pantry. You can support me in doing that by becoming a patron of mine. You can become a patron for just this month, and then you can cancel your patronship. That's perfectly fine. I'd love to raise as much money as possible for the Neighbors Pantry. If you want to continue beyond this month, you certainly can. I appreciate that, and that'll go towards helping me improve these videos and improve the frequency of them. I hope you've been having fun with me this May, and we'll see you again tomorrow night.